Hello, everyone. Jack Etchman here from Scootertrix Studios, and I am back to do another commentary for Scootertrix the Abridged, this time for The Bird's Arch Nemesis and Episode 20. The reason I'm doing both of these in the same video is because they're connected story-wise. So, yeah, let us begin. Yeah, so The Bird's Arch Nemesis was originally part of Episode 20. And that part right there with Fluttershy going, "Oh, come on, man, we gotta get to the train." That was them going to SkyCon. So the episode was gonna start out like that, and then it was gonna be kind of weird when Fluttershy was in the boutique, and it's like, oh, or the salon or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, that's all right. I thought she went to the train, but okay. So yeah, that was gonna be the setup. But the sketch ended up being way too long. As you can see, it's like 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So, yeah, that wasn't gonna work out. Yeah, but I really like the sketch. And this is actually a sketch that I've had for a long time. This is back when I was doing Bean Quest. When I had this sketch, I thought of this sketch, and I thought it would be the funniest thing. It's like, oh, the Derpy and the Bird's Arch Nemesis. But, yeah, I had to cut it out, so I thought, okay, well, what if I just make it into a short? You know, that would make things, that would add an extra bit of content for my weekly episode thing. That'd be awesome. So, Bird's Arch Nemesis, that's how it kind of became a short instead of part of episode 20.
Now, I have a few announcements for you all.
I think this is actually the mayor's last appearance, maybe. I don't know, I'd have to look at that, but from what I can tell, it's like the episode's coming up. I don't think she shows up again. So this might be it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have her show up some other time, but I just realized that's... Oh no. I like the mayor.
How could you say that? Well, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Well,
this is my favorite part of the episode.
Horses, I guess. We are horses. No, we're ponies. Oh, same goddamn thing. But you can't just
see, if I were to do My Little Pony Abridged, if I were to do the Abridged series again, I would focus way more on the fact that they're ponies and make fun of that. Just because that's just I really love the combination of cute and comedy, because it's also kind of heartwarming too, and it's like it's oh my god, it's like the ponies, they care about things that are so like trivial. It's like, oh well, I like having you know, the fields to roll around in and everything, and it's like those are just the most important things to these ponies, and that'd be just the most adorable thing and also pretty funny. So, but if I were to do another Bridge series, I'd do it kind of more like that.
Oh no, wait, I know why. One of my eyes is dangling out.
That's disgusting.
Actually, that one shot with Pinky, I believe I photoshopped the original Pinky out of it, and then we just did a green screen pony in there, and that was the Pinky, because I wanted her to be more serious looking, and you know, I was like, oh, why would you do this?
There we go.
Jesus.
And of course, the big thing in this episode, Wakarb is in this episode. That's the first thing I should have mentioned, is Wakarb is in this episode. It was really fun working with Wakarb, and I think it was pretty easy to get him on board, because we're both kind of a fan of each other's work, and we watch each other's work. So it was much easier to get him than some other people. But he was just really fun, and I really liked his voice for it. I thought he just had the perfect voice for it, the perfect mannerisms for it. So yeah, he got the part for Derpy. So, episode 20. I really don't like this first scene. It's not funny. It just establishes the plot, and it's like, I try to have like an opening joke, like that's what the Bird's Arch Nemesis was going to be, was the opening joke. Hang on. But I don't know, I could only get this one joke in there with the 90% of people don't wear clothes. And I was trying so hard, because like in episode 19, like the reaction to episode 19, you know, like people were like, oh, this isn't as funny as as people, people didn't think it was that funny, and because I had already kind of written 20 and 21, and 19 was the funniest of the three. I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? I was like, oh, that's not funny. Oh no. I need to put more jokes in there now. I need to make them funnier. I need to focus less on story. The story thing didn't work. Go for comedy. And it's like, oh my god. So and 20 still didn't do that. It's like 20. Well, 20's okay. It has some good moments, but
Are you even
I don't know.
reading the newspapers,
I think
man?
Wakarb saved
That's
this one.
crazy. I don't think we can
And
win this one, man.
well, I got a couple voice actors in here too, so I'll talk about them later on when they show up.
I don't know, man.
But
It doesn't
yeah.
seem like any of the generals know what they're doing, man.
This scene had a ton of rewrites. I kept on going back in the scene, trying to make the dialogue more natural.
Like they're 8 years
old?
Oh,
Like how she finds out that they're generals is this is an important plot point, but it's like that's what I was. It's just difficult to make that sound natural.
Because Celestia trusts them. I don't know. But that's insane.
This scene was also kind of hard because it's
Look, no one would ever believe that,
it's hard to find
children
clips
are
of
leading
both
the
of them
armies.
and like
It's the
with
perfect
the same
disguise.
clothing and everything.
Yeah, I guess, man. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
And there's
Yeah,
there's only like a couple shots of them in there.
You what? How did you get into my house? Doesn't feel so good, does it?
A little Twilight's Revenge there. It was
You want
cute.
my address?
It was a cute joke.
No, I don't think so, Rarity. Oh, that must be the photographer. A photographer? Wait, what?
The gas.
Photofinish. So I was actually gonna have another guest star to do Photofinish, but no one really sounded right, and the only person that sounded right was Wakarb. But I was like, oh, but I already had Wakarb do a voice. But in the end, I was like, you know what? I
Thank you.
just do Wakarb. Wakarb's, it's
over there.
the quality of the content's more important. So yeah, go with Wakarb.
Over there.
So Wakarb was down to do another role, and it was great. This Photofinish.
What?
It's all about the
Yeah, the blind photographer. I remember because we were trying to think of like, oh, what's her quirk? What's her thing?
Hang on.
And I think originally it was she says the gasp a lot, but then we were like, well, what if she's blind? What if she's a blind photographer? And we just had a ton of jokes based on that. So yeah, that was fun. That spawned a ton of the jokes.
Your aura is quite amazing.
And she could also do stuff like that. Oh, your aura.
Anything like it.
Never felt anything like it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. How many ponies are in here right now?
4.
Okay. Good.
I like how Fluttershy is the one who says 4.
I'm here too.
There's 4 ponies in here.
All right. Before we continue, is there anyone else here? Anyone?
An Applejack.
Okay. Great.
What's everyone doing at Rarity's house?
Damn it.
See, and actually, kind of the concept of Photofinish was also based off of Saint Cloud from the Venture Brothers. Billy Quizboy. Because she kind of looks like him. She kind of looks like Saint Cloud. Like season 6 of the Venture Brothers. No, season 5. Season 5 and season 6 were so good. I was so impressed.
Okay. Ow.
But yeah, Saint Cloud was like season 5 mainly.
Hey, I don't want to be famous, man.
Don't be ridiculous, dear.
Yeah, but that was kind of the idea we were going with. But then it kind of morphed more into Surrey Polymer from Ultrafast's Surrey Polymer. And this is actually a older version of Trixie's Magic that Eric and I were working on. But we just kept on improving it. So this is like an early version of it, but it sounded so disco-y and fashion montage-y, so I wanted to use it.
Yeah, that's great, man. Just one more fashion show, and I'll have those machines paid off. Look, Rarity.
It was pretty. The script went through a lot of changes. Like originally, this was gonna be like this is where the 2 changelings were gonna be in. They were gonna be in here, and it was gonna be Photofinish who was gonna be the big changeling. That was gonna be Chrysalis. See, like, because originally with the 2 changeling, the twist, it was gonna be a lowly changeling spy and Chrysalis herself as the 2 changelings, and Photofinish was gonna be Chrysalis. But script changes, and that didn't work out. That was a nice little touch to show that she's a changeling.
Wait, what's going on? Why are you laughing?
The ho-hos. That's something my sister and I just thought of one day. We just started doing that. Now we do that every once in a while.
Hey, you doing okay? I heard about the show. Oh, yeah, that... Well, it happens.
I hate this scene. This scene! Oh my god. Okay, so first I wrote this scene and I didn't like it, and then my dad wrote this scene, and then my sister came in and she wrote this scene, and then my dad wrote the scene again, and then I wrote over that scene. So it's like a bunch of different people trying to make sense of this concept of how Rarity tries to help people, and then we had to cut out like half the dialogue in the editing, and so it's like I don't even know if it worked. I'm just. Oh my god. This is a nightmare to edit that scene too. It's just not fun.
Fluttershy, I'm so sorry for what I did. I pushed you into doing the modeling job and I wasn't thinking about your feelings and I realized how wrong I was and I am so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
What are you talking about, man?
What, the fashion show? Like what I said about kindness and like this whole week.
I've been gone all week, man.
What?
Yeah, the bird and I went to SkyCon.
No, you were here.
To SkyCon.
Did you go with Fluttershy to Sky Thing?
I love the bird. The bird could just deliver these lines that is just so great.
SkyCon, man. Maybe. But then again, maybe not. What, did you or didn't you?
Jesus.
No, I was here all week trying to give my arch the slip.
Maybe, but maybe not.
You were with me. Okay,
did you or didn't you? What are you talking about? And then we have the big reveal scene, which is half of it is all green screen shots. But so I mentioned before that it was going to be Lowly, Changeling Spy, and Chrysalis, and that scene was fully recorded, and it's actually a deleted scene. I have that as a deleted scene. But there was no chemistry between the characters, and it also kind of didn't make sense that Chrysalis. Why would Chrysalis be there? Why would she be so far behind enemy lines? Was it, you know? So I thought, okay, let's just have two changelings, and I wanted to have more of a banter between them. So when looking for voice actors, I was going for more banter kind of people, and I thought Cammy has to be one of the characters because that'd be awesome. I haven't had Cammy yet. She's from the Canterlot crew, and again, all the Canterlot, they're so good. But I hadn't had Cammy yet, and I wanted to have Cammy, and she had the perfect voice for it. And then you had Doodle Pony, who basically has the most perfect voice ever. It's just so smooth. It's so smooth and awesome. So it's like, so I wanted to have him in an episode 2 as a guest star. So yeah, and I thought they played off each other very well.
It sounds kind of stupid.
Well, stupid is your expertise.
This scene also went through a ton of rewrites.
At least look into it.
No, are you even listening?
Also, this scene's too long.
Sounded like
I think that was a complaint I got. I was like, oh, and then the last scene is just the two changelings talking for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh yeah, they are talking for 2 minutes. But I want to have jokes like this. Cause it's like, when am I ever gonna do jokes like this again?
Oh, really? Okay, like right there.
Like,
I'll tell you right now, that's one of ours.
Hey, Leslie.
Shut up.
Hey, Leslie.
All back. Now we're leaving.
fine.
Eric, I think Eric and I'm not sure if Atomic did stuff on this. He may have. If he did, I'm sorry if I forgot. But Eric definitely did some stuff on this one. He did some of the green screen shots and everything. But and this one took forever to come out. And yes, I know that it says Wakarb is derpy. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I know some people brought that up, and I'm like, crap, not again. That's always fun when someone puts in the comments, oh, you misspelled this, and I'm like, damn it, really, again? No, I thought it was good this time. But there's always something. There's always something in the credits that I missed. So So that's my commentary for episode 20 and the Bird's Arch Nemesis. So thank you all very much. Hope you have a great day. See ya.